Hello. So this is going to be a little rant. Um, I just need to express my feelings in the struggles that I deal with and have. Um, I just got off the phone with my neurologist. I know she means well, but with the lack of knowledge about this, and they really go by this is a mental health problem, which I still don't believe. Um, there's not much anybody can do. There is no sense of getting a MRI done because there's nothing going to be shown. But I'm going to fight and get something done. There's no sense of doing blood work. There's no sense of doing anything. And then but just get my family doctor to get some tests done. And that makes me feel so helpless. And it hurts. And what I really wanted to do is cry because obviously here in Fredericton, New Brunswick, living with a hidden illness as of conversion disorder or a functional neurological disorder, there's no help. There is no help. There's just coping. That big word, coping. I don't want to cope anymore. I want answers. And I know there's answers out there. I know there's something going on inside my body that needs to be found. Um, I've been living with heart disease as well. And that's a mystery in not knowing what's causing my heart attacks. I've had many since I was 19. To the point that when I have a heart attack, it doesn't bother me anymore. I'm used to it. I just say, oh, I'm having a heart attack. Like a normal day kind of thing. That's not good. Because my heart is scarred due to heart attacks. And what the only thing that they have found with that is that my arteries is overlapped on each other. And I'm thinking maybe that's the blood's not flowing properly. So that's an investigation. I'm just full of investigations, and I just want somebody to figure me out. Because honestly, since I was born, I had 2 holes in my heart, went to the IWK in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I got a VSD done. Had two holes, and from then, after getting that done, I was very tiny. When I was like 5, 6 years old, I may have been 2 feet tall, maybe. I think I was very tiny, anyways. But I was on medication as well. And one doctor told me, because I did ask about it, why am I so small? They said that it could have been something to do with the medication. Also, from baby to on, yeah, I had heart problems. I couldn't do certain things, but I was still able to be as much as a normal kid as I can be. I was. When I turned 19, around my 19 age, I had fun. What 19-year-old wouldn't have fun? And I don't regret anything. It caused me to have my very first heart attack. A day that I'll never forget. Because I couldn't see right. I had extreme pain. I was bleeding. Whole 9 yards. It was awful. But at 19, you never think that a kid could have a heart attack. So obviously, I walked to the hospital with my cousin, and we went there, and then they told me about it, and they said if I was in the desert or something, I could have died. But then after, a year after that, I had another heart attack. After another year, I had another heart attack. I have had spasms. After 2 years, I would have another heart attack. It was just normal life to me, and I was working at the time because I could work. when I was like 27, 28 when I was working. Because before that, I had my children. And yes, I've had a heart attack with them, but I'm so blessed that I had them, and I don't regret it because I've always wanted kids, always. But lucky, I'm so glad that I was able to have two, and I'm blessed completely. Um, and I had complications. My first child, she was a miracle, and that's why I named her middle name Hope. Um, I've had little problems here and there, but I had a C-section, and then it was great. Everything turned out. Had my son, and I had a heart attack with him. I had a few other problems, and then I got my tubes done, whatever. And that was when I was 25. And then around, 26, 27, I had a heart attack again. And this was about, maybe I was in my 30s when I started work again, I think. Because it was when my son was a little older. But having heart attacks and stuff, I knew I would get better. And I'll be able to go back to work. So now living with this conversion disorder, functional neurological disorder, for the last, since 2016, I've been doing, it pretty much, I woke up, it's a new me. The old me has died. It ain't coming back. And that's just the way it feels. And I have to cope with it. I have to be strong. I have to be this. I have to be that. But I don't want to. I want answers. With saying mental health, some things I can see, but then there's some things that I can't see. By saying, yes, I had a lot of issues when I was a child. A lot of things has happened to me, but that's when I was a child, and I care not to remember a lot about my childhood. And I've learned to block that out, and I'm not going to discuss it. I just want to go on with my life and be me and go and enjoy the life that I have as much as I can. But living with this conversion disorder, it feels like it's taking a little piece of me each time. The ability to able to go for walks. I love walks. I love being active. I love walking a lot. If anybody knows me before this, I love to walk. I used to walk to work. I was walking to work, and it would take me about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and it was up a hill, just straight up a hill. And I would walk, rain, shine, doesn't matter. I had no other way, but I would walk. And can't do that anymore. I learned to understand that, and I shake a lot. I deal with tremors as well, and I hate that because sometimes I could drop something, or something. It's just having something in my hand is painful. My hands get stiff, sore. The nerves in my arm, pains, like especially right here. It hurts on both sides. Right up my spine can be so weak that it hurts. I'm noticing sometimes in my speech, it slows down. It's like my tongue can't move right. I end up having episodes when I'm happy, sad, quiet. It doesn't matter what emotion that I have. It happens. It just happens. There's nothing I can do. and everybody deals with this illness differently. It's just, this is why I want answers, because people like me don't want to live like this. And some people that deal with this illness commit suicide because they can't handle it anymore. Like, I'm being serious here. And this is why we need doctors to help people like us, because we don't like to live like this. But if we have to, we will. I know I will, because there's no way I'm going to take my own life. I'm not going to let this beat me. Hell no. I have more to life than myself. I have my kids. I have my family that I talk to. That's what matters to me. But me, physically, is draining me out. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I want answers, and I know there's a doctor out there that can help me. Not sure about Canada. It's just, nobody wants to help anybody that has a hidden illness because there's not enough knowledge out there. There's no sense of working on someone that can't find anything. But there is real people out there that are really, really, really struggling and don't want to live like this. They don't want to be bedridden. They don't want to just not eat. They don't want somebody to come in their home to clean their home because they can't do it. You don't want somebody to take you out for walks because you can't do it yourself, or a stroll, or a wheelchair, whatever the means are to be. We want to be independent people, and we want answers. There's so many tests out there that can be done. Like, I can physically tell you how it feels. I bet it's an immune problem. It's something inside the blood, or it's something that's not connecting right. Like, obviously, yeah, the brain ain't connecting properly with the body. That's what I've learned. And it's a lot of this that needs to be learned, and there's not enough knowledge about this stupid brain. But I'm not going to give up, and I'm not going to quit. And I know there's a doctor out there that can really help me. And this is exactly why I made my YouTube channel, for people out there that are extremely struggling about an illness that is an unknown illness that can't be learned. But the way I see it is, as what they say to kids, is always something you can learn each day. Well, learn about the FND, learn about conversion disorder. There's tons of stuff that can be done. I know. I just know. Well, thank you. I hope someone can help me out there to find the right doctor that will not give up on me and will help me. Please. Because I am asking. Because I have asked the media. They don't want to work with somebody like me. Because I'm not famous. I'm not important. Well, guess what? I'm important to myself. And that should mean more than anything. And I'm going to keep spreading the word about this conversion disorder, because there's many people, and it doesn't care who it attacks. It may not kill you, but it definitely changes your entire life, because the old you has died, and the new you is struggling and have to learn to cope, but not everybody can cope. And this is the whole reason why we want the help that we need, and not to be given up on, because everybody matters, no matter who you are at all. So please, share this. And if you know someone that's able to help people like me, or even able to help me, please send me your email. Or send me something that you can help me, and I will contact you or contact me. I really would appreciate it. And thank you. Thank you. All I'm doing is trying to get the help that I need, because I feel so sometimes alone, because like I said, with my heart disease, everything is so unknown with me, and doctors here can't figure me out, and I just want to be figured out. I don't want to be a mystery. So I appreciate you watching, and thank you.